Dhan Ankar Ayush ji, how are you doing today?
Dhan Niranka ji, Visha ji. Nothing ji, बस चल रहा है.
Why do you look so upset today?
Yeah, actually today was a tough one. As I had few things lined up and it did not go my way. Like I had to write a report, go to the gym and also make a school project submission with my daughter. But sub mix up ho gaya ji. I was not able to complete the report on time and I had to push out my gym session to the evening. Meanwhile, to make it worse, the school changed the project topic at the last minute. But somehow I managed to get everything done by squeezing time here and there. If I had been too stuck on one issue, I wouldn't have been able to complete any of the tasks.
Wow, that's a lot happening all at once. But don't worry, everything will work out in the end.
Yeah, that's what I realized today. If I had kept complaining that things were not happening my way, I would have only become more stressed. Instead, I just adjusted my schedule little by little, and somehow everything worked out in the end.
Yes, that is so true. Often, if we simply allow a little room for change, that alone can make a world of difference. Understanding this whole idea of flexibility and implementing into our life is what we are going to be discussing in this episode. I am Visha.
I am Ayush. We welcome you to another episode of Soul Vibes.
Namaskar,
Dhan Niranka. Wow, Visha ji, what a topic. Being flexible, very interesting. मुझे लगता है आज आपका schedule भी बड़ा flexible है.
Yes, I'm in a flexible mode. Hearing how you adapted to sudden changes is making me reflect on my own life too. When I was younger, I have dreamt of getting into a particular school, but I only got accepted into my second choice. I felt very disappointed and spent months comparing myself with friends who got into my dream school. Eventually, I adjusted and made great memories there. But looking back, Ayushji, I feel my inflexibility stopped me from fully enjoying the opportunities I had. And I'm sure many of us have faced problems because of being inflexible. Hiteshji, have you ever experienced something similar?
Yes, I definitely have. The most recent one that comes to my mind is when I moved to a different country for the first time. Such a big change can feel very exciting. There's a sense of independence, new opportunities, and dreams about building a successful future. But at the same time, it can also test how flexible we are as individuals. When I first moved to Singapore for work, I realized I was very attached to the way things worked back home. Because of that, even small day-to-day situations started becoming frustrating for me. Slowly, I understood that the real challenge was not the new country. It was my own inflexibility.
अरे सिर्फ यही नहीं, और भी difficulties आती हैं. When we move to a new place or visit any new country or city.
Yes, one of the first difficulties I faced was building a circle of friends. Back home, I already had very close friends who understood my personality and my humor. When I came here, I unconsciously started looking for people exactly like my old friend circle. I kept comparing every interaction with what I was comfortable with before.
Oh.
Because of this mindset, I became an outsider in many conversations and gatherings. Sometimes, my colleagues would invite me out for coffee, dinner, or social activities, but I would often decline those invitations thinking, these are not really my type of people. At that time, it felt harmless. But later, I realized I was actually distancing myself from opportunities to grow and connect. Another challenge I faced was communication style. In my home country, I was used to indirect and softer communication. But in the new environment, people were much more direct in the way they spoke. Initially, I misunderstood this as rudeness or harshness. I would feel hurt very easily during conversations at work because I judged everything through the lens of my own culture. But over time, I understood that people were not trying to disrespect me. It was simply a different communication style. Once I became more open-minded and flexible, misunderstandings reduced, and my confidence improved as well. Do you know, Vishaji, even food became a challenge for me. It sounds very simple, isn't it? But being rigid about food choices made my daily life very difficult. I constantly missed homemade food and avoided trying the local cuisine. Because of this, I missed many opportunities to sit with others, bond over meals, and experience the local culture around me.
Hitesh ji, after going through these experiences, what did you learn about flexibility and its importance in relationships?
That's a very good question, Vishaji. Eventually, I realized that flexibility does not mean losing our identity or forgetting our roots. It simply means adjusting our mindset with understanding and openness. Inflexibility often closes doors to meaningful experiences. The way we treat others and adapt to situations leaves a lasting impact on relationships. Through this journey, I learned that when we become flexible in life, we do not become weaker. We become wiser, calmer, and more understanding of a diversified world.
Amazingly put, Hitesh ji.
I agree. We lose out on so many meaningful experiences if we insist on staying set in our ways. I'm curious though. Flexibility seems like such a versatile term. Just off the top of my head, I can think of being flexible mentally, spiritually, even physically.
Yes, I think one important area where flexibility becomes very necessary in life is the flexibility of plans. Many times we carefully plan our future and expect life to move in a certain direction. But life does not always unfold according to our expectations, as I experienced today. Priyanka ji, what do you think?
जी आयुष जी, I was listening to your experience और मैं सोच रही थी आयुष जी शायद मेरी ही कहानी बता रहे हैं। सच में जैसा हम सोचते हैं वैसा ही होगा ऐसा हमें लगता है और वैसी ही एक्सपेक्टेशंस हमारे दिल में तैयार हो जाती है। ऐसा ही कुछ मेरे साथ भी हुआ।
I'm excited, Priyanka ji. Please share.
Visha ji, back in India, I was already working as a project manager. Naturally, I had certain career path, stability and future in my mind. I thought my professional journey would continue in the same direction even after marriage when I moved abroad. But you know Visha ji, after coming here, life unfolded very differently. Instead of continuing in the same role, I had to start again as a software engineer. Honestly, during that phase, there were many questions and fears in my mind. Is my career going backwards? What will people think about me? Did I even make the right decision? As human beings, we naturally seek certainty and control. I wanted my life to go according to the plan that I had created. You know, almost like a perfectly written algorithm, where everything follows a fixed flow. But slowly, with Sadhguru Mataji's blessing, one realization started becoming stronger within me. Whatever is happening through divine will and for a greater purpose, even if we may not understand it at that moment.
जैसे संपूर्ण हृदय बानी में भी लिखा है, तू पूरन है, तेरा सारा इंतजाम भी पूरन है, तेरे हर विधान में दाता तेरी दया का दर्शन है.
Exactly, Vishaji. At that time, I could only see the present struggle, but God could see the bigger picture, the growth, the learning, and the journey ahead. You know, Satsang continuously teaches us that when we surrender our ego and trust the Almighty, life becomes lighter. Problems may still come, but our perspective changes. Gradually, faith started replacing fear, and when that shift happened, my burden became lighter. I started accepting the situation with positivity. और तब यही महसूस हुआ, मेरा प्लान परमात्मा के प्लान से बड़ा नहीं हो सकता. You know Ayushi, looking back today, I realized that phase taught me far more than success ever could. It taught me humility, patience, adaptability, and the courage to begin again without ego. Vishaji, ego and flexibility doesn't go hand in hand. Just as water adjusts to every shape while moving forward, A flexible person adjusts to situation without losing their values or inner peace. So Ayush ji, Vishal ji, if I have to conclude in one line, flexibility for me doesn't mean losing direction. It simply means knowing how to dance when life changes the music.
Wow, Priyanka ji, that was really insightful.
Indeed.
Vishal ji, just now Priyanka ji was talking about music, and I felt sad that we don't have a song in this Soul Vibes episode. Song hota to acha hota na?
Let's be flexible, Ayush ji, and listen to this beautiful poem from Nitin Chandok ji instead of a song this time.
To bend is not to break beneath the wood, nor is it losing where you should have stood. Being flexible is not being weak, and it is not letting your ego speak. It is the quiet power of the soul to shift its shape while keeping itself whole. It is not being ashamed, and it is not changing what you have been named. You hold your own sacred truth, your inner light, even when yielding to the changing night. Like water flowing past a stubborn stone, you find a path that grace has always known. It is accepting every situation without ruining any relation. With Sadguru, love is larger than a need to fight, and harmony outweighs the need for right. So let the world spin fast or twist about. It is being happy, inside and out, while remaining happily devout. Rooted in faith, yet moving like a tree, bound to Nirankar, yet beautifully free.
Nitin ji, you have shared a very important message in your poem that I think addresses an important perspective and some reservations people might have about being more flexible. That flexibility does not mean we have to compromise who we are. Or in your words, Nitin ji, we can shift our shape while remaining whole.
Definitely. And I think a big part of achieving this state is conquering our thoughts and not necessarily some external factors. Siddhi ji, how do you feel after hearing this poem?
You know what? Sometimes the biggest rigidity isn't outside us. It's actually inside our own mind. We create these fixed beliefs about ourselves. Like, I should never make mistakes, I should always be confident. Or sometimes opposite, I'm not good enough. And slowly, these thoughts become so rigid that even small situations start affecting our inner peace. I really felt this when I resumed work after a 9-year career break.
A gap of 9 years? That's a very long time. And it must have been difficult coming back after almost a decade.
Yes, it was. Like when I first returned, everything felt so fast and unfamiliar. The way we work, the tech, the work culture, so much had changed. Because of that, I started making mistakes even in small tasks, and gradually my confidence started dropping. What was strange is, on the outside, my managers were supportive. They appreciated my efforts. But inside my mind, I was constantly fighting with myself. I had this rigid belief, if I am working professionally, I must perform perfectly. And whenever reality didn't match that image, I would get disappointed in myself. Instead of learning from mistakes, I would just replay them over and over in my head, Slowly, I realized the real pressure wasn't coming from work. It was coming from my own inflexible thinking. But through that phase, I had one constant source of support, satsang. Deep inside, I had faith that God would help me come out of these mental blocks. So I finally opened up to a saint about everything I was struggling with internally. And very calmly he told me, mistakes are not proof of failure, they are part of learning. If human beings never made mistakes, growth would never happen. And then he shared a beautiful line from Sampuran Hardev Bani, जिससे गलती नहीं हुई हो कौन सा वो इंसान है?
बिल्कुल सही कहा। और गलतियां इंसान को तोड़ने के लिए नहीं, बल्कि उसे और ज्यादा समझदार और विनम्र बनाने के लिए होती हैं।
And truly, those words changed something inside me. For the first time, I started allowing myself to be human. Instead of protecting this perfect image of myself, I became flexible enough to learn again in new ways. And something beautiful happened. The same workplace that once felt stressful started feeling comfortable again. I regained my confidence. I started enjoying my work. Through this experience, I learned to let go of my rigid self-image. I accepted that growth always comes with learning, with mistakes, and with change.
Absolutely, Ji. Sometimes the rigidity in our beliefs about ourselves can come in the way of our own peace.
That is so true, and I'm curious to know, Manoj ji. Do you have any similar experiences?
Wah, Jiva, Ayush ji and Vishal ji.
You both are truly very flexible. The moment I said I needed a little bit more time to prepare, you both immediately moved me to the end of the episode. Now even my pressure has become flexible. Jokes apart, I do actually have an experience to share. As some of you may know, I'm also a qualified football international referee. A few years ago, I received the opportunity to officiate a very important football match between the first and second ranked team in Singapore. So naturally the pressure was extremely high. I prepared myself thoroughly and entered the match feeling confident and focused. However, during the game, there came a very difficult moment where I had to make a split-second decision. Unfortunately, that decision turned out to be incorrect. It was one of those situations that was almost impossible to judge accurately with the naked eye, but still, the impact of that decision became very significant because it affected the outcome of the match.
Oh, I see.
In the days that followed, there was heavy criticism on social media, so much so that I was receiving personal messages in my social media that how much did the team that won pay you? So discussions happen everywhere, and honestly, it affected me mentally. Because when you sincerely give your best, but still make a mistake publicly, it becomes very difficult emotionally. For some time, I carried that burden with me. Again and again, one thought kept troubling me. Will people only remember me for this error? And somewhere I realized I had two choices. Either I could become stuck in guilt and allow one incident to define my identity, or I could remain flexible in my thinking and trust that there was still a larger purpose behind the situation. And then, just a few days later, something unexpected happened. The Football Association announced the introduction of Video Assistant Referee System, what is known as VAR, for the following season and seasons thereafter, to help referees make more accurate decisions in extremely challenging situations. That announcement actually completely changed my perspective. For the first time, I stopped looking at the incident only as a personal failure. Instead, I realized that sometimes even uncomfortable situations become instruments for necessary change. That experience taught me something very deeply. Flexibility means not becoming imprisoned by one moment or one's opinion. But when our faith remains strong and we are deeply rooted in the Almighty, even the most difficult moments begin to reveal their purpose in their own time. I learned that I don't always need to rush to fix everything or understand everything immediately. Instead, I can continue doing my part sincerely and leave the timing and outcome to God.
Rightly said. What really stands out is that sometimes life doesn't just test our decisions, it also tests how gently we can hold ourselves after those decisions. And when we learn to stay steady within, even in moments of criticisms or confusion, that itself becomes a form of quiet strength.
Truly, what matters is not only how we act in the moment, but also about how we continue forward with grace after the moment has passed. It's also interesting how both the Football Association and Manoj ji showed the willingness to adjust their thinking and approach. And that led to such positive outcomes.
For sure, after listening to all the participants, I am reminded of my beautiful memories from Nirankari Southeast Asian Samagam Manila, where many of us witnessed true flexibility in Seva. Different countries came together, different cultures, different working style. Yet everyone worked in harmony, listened to each other, and supported one another without misunderstandings. It truly showed that when there is flexibility, unity naturally follows.
Very well said. I am certain that with the grace of Sadhguru Mataji, who continuously teaches us and helps us improve in every aspect of life, in our thoughts, actions, and relationships, we can all achieve the state of flexibility. Now, I would like to ask a question to all our listeners. Are you flexible in your daily life?
Are you flexible or just stuck on my way only?
Are you flexible when plans randomly flop?
Are you flexible with people being different from you?
Are you flexible with feedback or take it too personally?
Are you flexible enough to trust the process?
There are many such questions we need to ask ourselves to make life easier.
While you reflect on these questions, we want to leave you with one thought from Sadhguru Baba Hardev Singh Ji. We do not know what our future holds, but we know who holds our future. When we have this faith, flexibility comes naturally. With these meaningful discussions, we will take your leave for now and meet you soon in the next episode of Soul Vibes.